not a hard cost. The cost is actually what I would consider a soft cost. If you wanted to buy a new ship, you could also trade in your current ship, and the credits for your current ship goes toward the price of the new one. So let's say your current ship is worth 1 million credits and you want a ship that's costs 5 million. You trade in your current ship as well, you only have to pay 4 million credits. Likewise, excuse me. Likewise, you could also choose to keep your current ship, in which case then you have to pay the full credit cost listed on this screen. On this screen you also have your different ratings for each different ship type. You have your top speed, your boost speed, and all the different things you can see here, including the size of the hard points, the amount of the hard points, and the size of the internal modules. And then listed down here is what the ship comes with by default. So once you decide, okay, I'm buying a new ship, you pick your ship and you go for it. If you land at a station where you have previously stored a ship, you've bought a new ship but you haven't, or you didn't trade in your old ship, it will be listed under stored ships, and you will be able to switch to that ship and use it without selling either of your ships. Since I don't have any stored ships here, but I do have a ship stored at a different location, it shows up under ship locations. I have a Viper stored at LHS 347, which it shows is 52 light years away. Moving on down a little farther, you have the Contacts tab. Here you can pay your fines. If you have any legacy fines that are outstanding, you can pay them as well. If you have any bounties that you can turn in, if you killed somebody else that was wanted, they'll have a bounty on their head. You can claim those bounties here. You also have trade dividends. You have a combat bond contact. If there's combat currently going on in the system you're in, you can jump into it. You'll see it'll show up as a conflict zone low intensity or a conflict zone high intensity. But you can basically jump into it and then select your side via the Functions tab under Faction right here. That'll become a selectable option. You can select the faction you want to fight with or fight for. Every kill you get will then become basically a combat bond. They will show up here. You can trade those in there. You also have the black market. If you have goods on board that are illegal and not tied to a mission, say you killed a guy and he had beer, and you pick that beer up, that beer is going to be classified as stolen. You fly to a market that has a black market in it, go to this tab, go to black market, hit I want to sell illegal goods, and you can sell them there. You also have your power contact. Your power contact is part of the power play of the game. Here, like for example, I can claim my weekly salary of 5 million credits from where I am a level 4 with Zachary Hudson, which I'll go ahead and claim now. It'll also show available or unavailable actions depending upon what you have going on. You can also go into the outfitting. Outfitting, like I said, is where you can buy modules, weapons for your ship. Your hard points are your external points on the outside of the ship. For example, I have one of the top of the line shield boosters, some electronic countermeasures to keep missiles and stuff away, a couple more modules for shield boosters because I want the shields to be extra strong. I have 4 modules of multi-cannons and 2 modules of beam lasers. Flip to the internal, you have your lightweight alloys, which is basically the metal in your ship. That's the default. Lightweight alloy is default. Your power plant, thrusters, frameshift drive, all your different modules here. If, for example, let's say I wanted to upgrade my lightweight alloys, I cannot do it at this station because they don't offer it. Even if I try, I hit say buy and equip, no inventory available. You have to look for the ones with the plus beside them. At that point, then you could buy. Then you have your commodities market. That's where you can buy and sell commodities, essentially. So you want to obviously buy low, sell high. The best way to do that is you look like right here, explosives. Here they are in high supply. I can buy them for 183 credits per ton. The galactic average for selling them are 378 credits per ton. Can also go in, and here are the surrounding systems. So let's say I wanted to buy them and sell them to Haghole. I could select Haghole. I don't currently have any data on Haghole. If I had their trade data, the price would show up here, and I could look real quick and say, okay, I'm buying them for 183. Haghole will sell them, or will buy them from me at, say, 200. So I could make a profit there. Now you also have to keep in mind the cost of the fuel it takes to get there, and if you run into trouble. But for the most part, you just pay attention to your trade data, and you could do okay with that. This screen also shows, as you can see, food cartridges. It's imported from Haghole to here, and it shows exported to. So this also gives you clues and of what you could possibly buy here to sell there. There's also some rare commodities which I won't be covering in this video, but those are in extremely short supplies at very limited stations, and basically you buy them and jump a very, very long ways away from where you bought them from, and can sell them and make massive profit. You need to string several rare commodity stations together, though, to really make it profitable. While you're out exploring, let's say you start running across new systems that you haven't been to before that are, a few jumps away from your normal stopping grounds, and you have the right modules equipped, i.e. a discovery scanner or a surface scanner, and a surface scanner. Your ship will automatically start cataloging all of these new places along with your scanners. When you get back to a station, you simply go into the Universal Cartographics, go in, and you can sell that map data. The only trick to it is you have to be 20 light years away from the source to sell it. So for example, I have some information on system LTT-57. It's worth 802 credits. I didn't scan the planets, I simply flew through the system. I'm only 19.08 light years away, so I cannot sell that map data here. Exploring can be very profitable. Keep in mind anything in your cargo hold or any map data that you have, any bounties that you have, any war bonds that you have on you. If you get destroyed, if you get killed, those go away. You lose them. Once they're gone, they're gone. You don't get them back. So if you're exploring for 3 weeks straight and you have 6 billion credits worth of map data to sell, you make one mistake, you get killed, it's all gone. You have to go explore again, discover those places again to get them, to get essentially all that money back. Once you have everything set and you're ready to leave, you simply come down to launch. Go into launch, game does its little graphic here, raises you up, and basically bump you out of your starport. Sometimes it seems to take longer at other ports, but it'll release your ship. I'm holding up on the right stick to simply fly straight up. Retract the landing gear, get yourself lined up, and step out. Once you request to launch, you have 5 minutes to leave the station. Otherwise, you will get a fine placed against you for trespassing, and then if you continue to trespass, you could potentially have a bounty placed on you and become wanted in the system. Once you get out and start exploring around, you'll see this game has a lot to offer. I mean, a lot. I've been playing for about a month. I'm still learning stuff every day, every time I go out. It's a fantastic game. You can easily keep yourself interested. A lot to do. Hope you guys enjoyed.